Baseball is more than just a sport. In America, it is a story that has been unfolding for generations, from the sound of a bat striking the ball to the roar of fans. Filling historic stadiums, baseball has become a powerful symbol of tradition, unity, and national identity. It has been played on dusty fields, in neighborhood parks, and on grand stages watched by millions. Through times of war, economic hardship, and social change, baseball has remained a constant presence in American life, offering open entertainment and a sense of belonging. This video explores the complete history of American baseball, tracing its journey from simple early games to a global professional sport, and showing how baseball grew alongside the nation to become what many proudly call America's national pastime. American baseball traces its roots to the early 19th century, influenced by older European games such as rounders and cricket. Immigrants brought these Batambo games to the United States, where they gradually evolved into something uniquely American. By the 1840s, informal versions of baseball were being played in parks, schools, and communities, especially in New York. One of the most important milestones came in 1845 when Alexander Cartwright helped formalize the rules of the game, including bases, innings, and fair play. These rules created structure and allowed baseball to spread more easily across cities and states. What made baseball special was its simplicity and accessibility. Anyone could play with minimal equipment. As America expanded westward, baseball traveled with workers, soldiers, and families, quickly becoming a common pastime. This early period laid the foundation for baseball as a unifying sport, reflecting the values of teamwork, discipline, and fair competition in a young and growing nation. The next major chapter in baseball history was the birth of professional baseball. In the mid to late 19th century, baseball shifted from a recreational activity to an organized profession. The first professional team, the Cincinnati Red Stockings, was formed in 1869, marking a turning point. Soon after, professional leagues began to appear, leading to the formation of the National League in 1876. Players were now paid, teams traveled between cities, and fans started attending games regularly. Stadiums became gathering places for communities, and newspapers played a huge role in spreading baseball's popularity by reporting scores and player stories. Rivalries developed, and star players began to emerge. Professional baseball gave structure, consistency, and identity to the sport, helping it grow rapidly. This era transformed baseball into a serious career and a business, setting the stage for its national impact. Baseball became deeply connected with American society, especially during times of hardship and change. During the Civil War, soldiers from different regions played baseball together, helping spread the game nationwide. In the early 20th century, baseball provided comfort during difficult times, such as the Great Depression. Even when money was scarce, people found joy and hope in attending games or listening to them on the radio. Baseball stadiums became places where people from different backgrounds came together. During World War I and World War II, baseball continued to be played to boost morale, and famous players even served in the military. The sport represented normalcy, unity, and resilience. Baseball was no longer just entertainment, it was part of American life, offering escape, inspiration, and a sense of shared identity. One of the most important chapters in American baseball history is the story of racial segregation and integration. For many years, African American players were excluded from Major League Baseball, leading to the creation of the Negro Leagues. These leagues featured incredibly talented players and passionate fans, but they did not receive equal recognition or resources. This changed in 1947 when Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier by joining the Brooklyn Dodgers. His courage, skill, and dignity in the face of racism transformed baseball in American society. Robinson's success opened the door for countless other players and marked a major step toward civil rights in sports. Integration made baseball stronger, more competitive, and more representative of the nation. This chapter shows how baseball played a role in challenging discrimination and promoting equality. The golden era of baseball followed, producing legendary players whose names are still remembered today. Babe Ruth changed the game with his power-hitting and larger-than-life personality, making baseball more exciting and popular. Lou Gehrig, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, and Ted Williams became symbols of excellence, consistency, and dedication. During this time, baseball games were broadcast on radio and later television, bringing the sport into homes across America. Fans followed their heroes closely, and baseball became part of daily conversation. Records were broken, rivalries intensified, and stadiums filled with passionate supporters. This era cemented baseball's place as America's national pastime and created a lasting emotional connection between the sport and its fans. As the sport entered the late 20th century, baseball continued to evolve. Major League Baseball expanded, adding new teams and reaching new cities. Free agency changed how players moved between teams, giving athletes more control over their careers. The sport also faced challenges, including labor strikes and controversies, but it continued to adapt. International players began joining MLB in greater numbers, making baseball a global sport. Players from Latin America, Asia, and other regions brought new styles and energy to the game. Baseball was no longer only Americanite, became international, while still holding on to its traditions and roots. The modern era of baseball is defined by technology, analytics, and global reach. Advanced statistics are now used to analyze performance, strategy, and player development. Training methods, nutrition, and injury prevention have improved dramatically, extending players' careers. Stadiums have become high-tech entertainment centers, and fans can follow games through television, mobile apps, and social media. Despite these changes, the core of baseball remains the same: pitcher versus batter, skill versus strategy. Modern baseball balances tradition with innovation, honoring its past while embracing the future. The history of American baseball is ultimately a story of growth, resilience, and reflection. From humble beginnings to a global sport, baseball has mirrored America's struggles and successes. It has brought people together, challenged social barriers, and created legends who inspire generations. Baseball is more than a game. It is a living history that continues to evolve, reminding us where we came from and how a simple sport can shape a nation's identity.